You are playing for a 30-point bonus, and here is your toss-up. Mike Redmond, former player and manager, started taking batting practice in the nude to break his team's losing streak. It worked. The team went on to win the World Series in 2003. Name the team.
Let's return. Bird.
Florida Marlins is right.
Yeah.
Okay, return. We all know, of course, that Kathy and Patty of the Patty Duke Show, although identical twins, had different life experiences. In fact, the show's theme song identifies 3 physical locations, 2 for Kathy and 1 for Patty, which exemplify the 2 girls' experiences. Name those locations for 10 points each.
Who knows the theme song of Patty Duke Show? We all do.
New York City?
No.
Yes. Chicago, Illinois.
No. Your answers are Zanzibar.
Barclays Square. Caddies only see the sights a girl can see from Brooklyn Heights. What a crazy fair.
Zanzibar, Barclays Square, Brooklyn Heights. No. Okay, teams, you're playing for a 40-point visual bonus, and here is your toss-up. Among other qualities, the 1951 sci-fi movie classic The Day the Earth Stood Still features a memorable and spooky soundtrack. Its composer later became famous.
3 Zombies, Leonard.
Bernard Herrmann is correct. Okay, zombies, look at the screen and identify each of these accomplished film directors.
Francois Truffaut.
That's Billy Wilder.
David Lean.
That is correct.
Nora Ephron.
That is right. That. Robert Altman. You have 2 of those for 20 points. 20 points. Okay, teams playing for a 40-point bonus, and here is your toss-up. Hush Puppy and Charlie Horse are the companions of what stock?
3 Zombies, Fitz.
So I come with them legit lamb chop.
Lamb Chop is right. Okay, zombies. The rock group The Police issued only 5 studio albums while the group was active in the late 1970s and early 1980s. Name any 4 for 10 points apiece.
That's right.
That's
All the songs are on.
okay.
All right.
How about the Police?
No.
It's worth a try. I'll be watching you.
No.
Material World.
No.
He's naming songs. That's a good
Return, would you like to think?
Can we have a song off? Police covers?
Zenyatta Madonna, Regatta de Blanc, Outlandos D'Amour, Ghost in the Machine, Synchronicity, no points. All right, teams. You're playing for a...
Until quarterfinals.
Okay.
Or.
Okay, all right, good. Thank you. Time back in. Okay, teams, you're playing for a 40-point bonus, and here's your toss-up. The first perfect regular season place-kicking performance occurred in 1998 when what man made...
Three zombies, Bob.
Gary Anderson. Gary Anderson is correct. Okay, zombies.
Did you beat him?
Bowl games have become the participation trophy of college football. Identify the cities that host the following bowl games. Bad Boy Mowers Gasparilla Bowl.
Tampa St. Pete.
St. Petersburg is correct. Dollar General Bowl.
Yeah, literally.
Mobile, Alabama. That is right. Quick Lane Bowl. Quick Lane Bowl. Quick Lane, L-A-N-E-S. San Diego. That is Detroit. And finally, the Camping World Bowl.
Wow, these were all actual football games. Wow.
Jacksonville, Florida. Orlando, Florida. But you have two of those for 20 points. Okay, teams, you're playing for a 30-point bonus, and here is your toss-up. I am a successful romance novelist, though I am better known in another genre. I wrote under the pseudonym Mary Westmacott. One of my novels, Unfinished Portrait, was about a female novelist who attempts suicide after her marriage falls apart. Many see it as a thinly disguised retelling of my own real-life breakup. My most famous male character has been played by the following actors: Albert Finney, Alfred Molina.
Three zombies, Russ.
Agatha Christie.
That is right. Zombies, here is your bonus question. A few people who have become famous on TV are also smart. Identify the following people who have PhDs. In 2007, she likely got a bang out of submitting her thesis at UCLA on the subject of hypothalamic regulation in adolescents with obsessive-compulsive disorder and Prader-Wills syndrome. Maya Diallo, that is right. She's probably better known for her being one of the trio credited with the paper Percolation in Gibbs States Multiplicity for Ferromagnetic Ashkin-Teller Models in Z2, while at UCLA rather than her performance on the Wonder Years not. That is correct. And finally, this member of the Magnificent Seven had been a California state champion pole vaulter in high school. He was also a TV star, but in 1970 he earned a PhD from USC, writing about the effects of the Hollywood blacklist. Your answer?
Robert Vaughn.
That is right. Teams who are playing for a 40-point bonus, and here is your toss-up. With what Cheech and Chong character do you associate the following line? Oh, class, shut up!
Three zombies, fifth. Sister Mary Elephant.
That is right. All right, zombies, I'll give you a lyric line from the novelty song. You name the song for 10 points each. First, why do I steal hubcaps? Why did I have to start? Answer, that is More Money for You and Me medley by the Four Preps. Next, a 20-volume set of the Encyclopedia International, a case of turtle wax, and a year's supply of rice-a-roni.
I lost on Jeopardy.
That is right. Next, The Lord's our shepherd, says the psalm, but just in case, we better get a balm. That,
We'll all go together when we go.
it's Who's Next by Tom Lehrer. And finally, this made my dad my son-in-law and really changed my life. For now, my daughter was my mother because she was my father's wife.
I am my own.
That's right, you have 2 for 20 points. Other teams, you're playing for a 40-point bonus, and here is your toss-up. 2 Uncle Scrooge comic books from the 1950s, The Seven Cities of Cibola and The Cries of Pizarro, served as inspiration for the opening scenes from what 1981 movie?
Let's return, O'Brien.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
That is right. All right, return. Identify the nicknames of the following sports stars for 10 points apiece. Frank Thomas,
The Big Hurt,
Randy Johnson,
The Big Unit,
Walter Johnson.
The Big Train,
For 10 more points, the National Casual Food Restaurant, which was known locally as Azars, featured what character in the statue outside the restaurant?
Big Boy.
40 points. All right, teams, you're playing for a 40-point bonus, and here is your toss-up. From 1907 to 1919, Ty Cobb won the American League Batting Championship every year except one, 1916. What Cleveland Indians center fielder beat Cobb that year?
3 zombies, Russ.
George Sisler?
No, can you take it? Return.
Tris Speaker,
Tris Speaker is correct. All right, return. Identify the authors of the following books for 10 points each. First, The Last of the Really Great Wang Doodles.
How to Dave Barry.
That's Julie Andrews. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang.
Ian Fleming.
That is right. This Is Me. That,
Catherine Hepburn.
Jamie Lee Curtis, and finally, The Man in the Glass Booth.
Don Pardo.
Robert Shaw. You have one of those for 10 points. All right, teams, you're playing for a 30-point bonus. Here is your toss-up. The Girl from Uncle, The Bold Ones, It Takes a Thief, Beretta, Dan August, and The Name of the Game were all TV series whose theme music was composed by what CU alum?
3 zombies, Leonard.
Dave Grusin.
Dave Grusin is right. All right, zombies, here's your bonus question. Complete the following quotes attributed to Groucho Marx. From Horse Feathers, Baravelli, you've got the brain of a 4-year-old boy.
And he wants it back?
And I bet he was glad to get rid of it. Second, I never forget a face.
But in your case, I'll make an exception.
That is correct. And finally, he may look like an idiot and talk like an idiot, but don't let that fool you.
He is an idiot.
He really is an idiot. I'll give you that one. Teams are playing for a 40-point bonus. And here is your toss-up. Who replaced Florence Ballard in the Supremes?
3 zombies, Fitz. Cindy Birdsong.
That is right. All right, zombies. This season, NBA teams started wearing the logos of their corporate sponsors on their jerseys. Identify the firm whose logo will be found on the following teams' jerseys. First, the Boston Celtics.
Dunkin' Donuts.
General Electric. The Cleveland Cavaliers. That.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Goodyear, the Golden State Warriors.
Stick with it. Dunkin' Donuts.
Still wrong, that's right. And finally, the Denver Nuggets. You should go.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Still wrong. Western Union, no point.